may remain at $86,000, but that's a lot of money. Here we go. Song number 4, the category is... It is Justin Timberlake.
Okay.
You got this.
We saw Future Sex Love Sound.
Oh, yes.
The one with Jay-Z.
It's crazy with Jay-Z. It's crazy.
Anyway, here we go.
Hey everybody, it's Jay-Z Crazy. And Cooper hasn't been on in probably a year or two, but he's still here. Sometimes people ask, where's Cooper? Where's your cat? You know, the one that tried to get out the door about 4 or 5 years ago? Well, he stopped trying to get out since we put up the wall. Whoa. And he's still doing good. So, want to see if Cooper wants to be involved in some kind of stunt today. So I brought out this boogie board. We can take this camping next month. And what we're going to do is we're going to try to have Cooper do some kind of silly stunt on it because he hasn't been doing anything in a while on Jay-Z Crazy. So let's have him do something impressive. You all for that? Lisa's looking at me like I'm crazy. Isn't that a surprise? Okay, today's Wednesday, Cooper, so I could have you do one or two things. I could have you eat some spaghetti, or I could have you do a crazy stunt. Let's go with the crazy stunt. Okay. All right, so what I'll do is, here, sit on the chair. Or you want to go on the table so people could watch you? Okay. Now, what I'll do is, I was gonna have a big, long platform where he could go from the fridge down to the table, but I don't have anything that big anymore. So I'll just build a little platform so he can walk from the chair to the table. This is riveting television. Cooper, come here. All right, come on, Coop. Come on, I want you to start here and go all the way towards the camera, okay? Want a treat? Here. Here, no, you get the treat if you stay on the board. Turn around, here, 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 here. Eat the treat off my boogie board. These are round and keep falling all over. Now, for the love of God, don't eat too fast. Every time this cat eats fast, he pukes. This video may be more interesting than I planned on. Come on, eat the other one and try not to puke. Eat the other one and try not to puke. You're not that blind. It's right there. Okay. I get 2 more for you. I usually give them 2 at a time, but I'll give him 4. That will increase his chances of vomiting, but I'm willing to take the chance. Here, look. Then I'm gonna make you go back the other way to get the other one. Be right back, Cooper. I'll be right back, buddy. He's 18 years old, if anyone's scoring at home. Wait, no, wait. I got another one for you. Come back here. Whoa. What? Now that's a good shot. Okay, Cooper, come here. Where are you going? I got another treat for you. Okay, look here. One more treat. You have to go back and go all the way. Okay, go ahead. It's right here. Look. Hey, look. No. Look. It's right there. Look. See it? Okay, now go get it. It's right here. Go get it. What is that, too far for you to walk? It's only 3 feet. Come here. No, Coop. Come on. Go get it. Coop, go get it. It's right there. Why are you being so difficult? We're taping this at almost 4 in the morning. Not that it matters. I'm just letting you know. Coop, come here. Come here. Okay. I'll eat it then. How much you give me if I eat this?
No?
Well, yeah, if you're not going to give me anything, why the hell would I do it?
I don't know. You don't want to say you were going to do it.
I need some kind of incentive, some kind of motivation. Drop a comment online. How much money will you give me to eat a cat treat? Let me know, and I can do it on a future episode. You really don't want to give me anything?
Another cat treat?
What the hell kind of deal is that? So I eat a cat treat,
To get,
and my reward is to get another cat treat.
yeah, to eat.
That's not fair at all. Okay. Smells like Teen Spirit. No, I don't know what it smells like. It smells like shrimpy shrimp. It really doesn't smell like shrimp. You know what this smells like?
No.
I've had cats my whole life since I was a little kid. And their cat food has always smelled like this. So this cat treat smells no different than the cat food from when I was a little kid. It has that cat food scent, which isn't that great. I'll just put it back. I could probably do without making that breakfast this morning. I could think of 100 other things I'd rather have for breakfast than this. So I will just put those aside. So anyway, for anybody who has been wondering where my cat is, because you haven't seen him around lately, he did not die. He did not run away. He did not go to college. He's still here, as healthy as ever. What?
College? Are you kidding?
He's 18.
So? He's a cat, not a person.
He's already bitching about not having a car. I'm just saying that he's 18. He's eligible to go to Harvard.
No, he's not.
He's not?
No.
Did they have a special cat college?
No.
That explains why he's home. You know, I just weighed myself. A lot of people, they complain about gaining weight in the quarantine. I'm losing weight.
Yeah, I didn't gain anything losing too.
Right before my shower, I get naked, unlike the people who take showers with their clothing on.
What?
I get naked, I weighed myself. I'm 156 pounds.
Right?
Like a few months ago, I was 171.
Yeah.
So I've lost 15 pounds
Right.
during the quarantine. I've had a full checkup. I had a colonoscopy last week. That was fun. So I'm healthy, but I'm losing weight. You know why? Why do I taste cat treat?
Because it was
On my
in
mouth.
your hands and you rubbing your face and your mouth.
Oh, whoops. So, I think if you're home during the quarantine, the key is, where's my mouth? Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm tasting something weird in my mouth.
Cat treat.
Oh, that's gross. Cat treats are never a good taste. Which why it would have been funny for me to eat one right now. So anyway, getting back to where I was, I'm 156. I lost 15 pounds, and I know it has to do with eating better. I've cut out most sweets. I've cut out carbs. I had a veggie burger today without bread. Am I doing good? You taught me that trick. You said, oh, she's smiling. See, she likes to get credit. But you told me that bread it turns into sugar.
Yeah, because it's carbohydrates. It's not they're refined and not complex carbohydrates.
And then you gain weight.
The really refined, overprocessed make you gain weight because it turns into sugar.
So it's almost 4 in the morning. I'm going to get on my bike in a couple hours. I'm going to go work out. Going to go for a nice ride. Eating better, exercising, and before you know it, I'll weigh 90 pounds.
That will be healthy.
Oh, okay. Maybe I won't get down to 90. But I'm going to build myself up. I'm going to knock all the weight off, and I'm going to build myself up like the $6 million crazy man. And then I'm going to look fantastic. Okay, thank you. So I mainly just wanted to show Cooper. I think he weighs the same.
10 pounds.
Cooper has always weighed about 10 pounds. He doesn't look that much different than he did when he was a year old.
No.
He has found the fountain of youth. And I have it too. I share it with Cooper. Then occasionally we give Lisa a little bit. And that's why we're all fantastically spry and young. Forget about the part where we feel sick every day. That's a whole different deal. That has to do with anxiety. But physically, we're all built to not die. Right?
Yeah.
It's because we know what to do. We know what to do. If you need to know what to do, comment below. We'll tell you what to do. Okay, so on our next show, there'll be no cat treats involved. There will be no eating through a mask. There will be no demonstrating solar-powered radios in the dark. But we'll have something brand new. And starting in September is season 6. This is the last week, the final week of season 5. Now, I know we haven't taped a lot of shows in season 5. You know, the pandemic gets in the way of life. You get kind of bummed out and depressed about that. And then you don't feel motivated to do a whole lot. I'm getting my mojo back. I'm getting my motivation back. That's why there's been shows on every day this week. I've been happy. I've been in a good mood. So when I'm in a good mood, I reward all of you with crazy. She smiled again. She likes to see me in a good mood. I'm good. I'm good. Everything's good. Nothing can bother me right now. I mean, I've had issues. God only knows I've had issues. But I'm rebounding. Becoming happy. We're going to go to Maine and we'll shoot some video in Maine. We'll do Jay-Z Crazies in Maine. Or wherever else you want to go. The world is our oyster. And we'll find a place to go and shoot some fun videos. If you have any suggestions, comment below where we should go. And I'll count up how many of you say hell.
Australia.
What?
Australia.
Australia?
Yeah.
Why don't we start by going closer?
Well, you said hell, so I, figured.
Australia's not hell.
It's
a very beautiful country.
No, you said to hell.
I have viewers from Australia.
I know.
You guys don't think it's hell, do you?
But it's the farthest down. Get it? That's where hell is.
I was always taught as a kid that the farthest down was China. I remember being in my backyard. No, listen to me. I remember being in my backyard. I literally tried to dig a hole to China one day. I had a little garden shovel. I just kept digging and digging and digging. Enough of my parents was in my head telling me before that, if you dig far enough, you'll hit China. Little did I know, they were just goofing. They probably wanted to watch me try. So I'm in the backyard like a retard, digging and digging and digging. I started to see different color soil. I got excited.
Yeah, because you saw reddish, right?
Yeah. So you dug too.
Of course I did. but not for the same reason.
Then I started seeing weird kind of rocks.
Yep.
You did too?
Yeah. And
Then I got more excited. Then I kept digging and digging and digging. And after a while, I said, wow, China's far. So then I stopped digging and I went back in the house. Then my dad said, you gotta cover up that hole. I'm like, Dad, I'm working on a project. I'm digging down to China. I may not be finished today. My hand's a little tired from digging. Then I think I asked him for a bigger shovel.
Did he hand it to you?
No, he didn't hand it to me. He thought I was an idiot. He says, you're not going to hit China. I'm like, okay, what's all this talk with you telling me that if I dig far enough, I'll hit China? Oh, it's just a joke. Oh, it's just a joke. After I work 4 or 5 hours digging, now you tell me it's just a joke. I don't think my parents liked me. I don't know. They love to screw with me. Maybe that's where I get it from. Maybe that's why I mess with people. I blame my parents. It's their fault. It's their fault I'm crazy. Okay? I just relieved all the responsibility for myself, and now I realize it's really not my fault. It's my parents' fault.
Sure, blame the folks.
They weren't all with it. I inherited it. I mean, I don't want to be the first generation of crazy. Now the pressure's off. I realize I'm not. I'm not the first generation of crazy. My parents were fucking nuts.
Well, you know,
That makes me feel better.
isn't everybody?
Now I'm even in a better mood than I was. What?
Isn't everybody's parents nuts?
No, I remember my parents always being the nervous type. My mom would always say, don't make me nervous. My dad would say, you're making me nervous. And I know my dad had OCD. Because before we left the house, I remember he would check our gas stove repeatedly. He'd walk up to the door, right? And then he'd turn around to the stove again. And then he'd check it again.
Well,
And then he'd repeat that again. I'm like, how many times are you going to check the stove? It's off.
because it's gas.
It was gas.
But if it was electric, he probably wouldn't have done that.
And I heard that my grandparents burned up in a house fire. That might have something to do with it. So I don't fault him. I'm just saying, I know that he had OCD. Back in my parents' day, they weren't into psychiatrists or therapists or anything like that. They had anxiety, they had nervousness, but they just lived with it. I know my mom must have been an alcoholic. Because one day a week, I don't know exactly how much you have to drink to become an alcoholic, but one day a week, on Saturdays, my mom would sit her ass in front of the TV and get smashed.
That's not an alcoholic.
She would drink. She was a short woman. She was only 5 feet tall. So it didn't take much for her to get drunk anyway. She would drink like 2 or 3 beers. Then she'd be stumbling and tripping and falling. So I'm just saying that she would drink a 6-pack before she'd basically pass out.
Yeah,
But I don't know if that was an alcoholic.
It isn't-
But I just know that one night a week, she got so wasted that I put her on the alcoholism scale.
she isn't, because she didn't do that every day.
And she would say to me when I asked her why she drinks, she says, I work all week. This is how I relax. I guess that's the go-to.
Yeah, but she didn't have an alcoholic beverage every day. That's
No,
the person that's
no.
most likely alcoholic.
She only drank one night a week. It was Saturday.
That's it.
But that one night, oh my God, she drank.
Yeah, she,
And my dad would drink too, but he didn't get stupid drunk. She would get stupid drunk.
yeah, but it's not every day. Every day, that's an alcoholic. If you drink once a week, that's not an alcoholic.
Okay, so how many times do you have to drink every week to be considered an alcoholic? And how much?
Oh, all right. Like,
See, Lisa may know the answer.
okay,
I've seen brief stuff online, but let's see what Lisa's opinion is.
you have to drink at least like, between like 2 and 3, maybe 4 days out of the week and have, like glass or can after can after can drinking like that.
So, say for example, you drink 2 beers 6 days a week. Would that be an alcoholic?
No, you have to like get drunk every single day. Like if you're like
What if you feel the need to drink every day?
that's alcoholic.
Okay. So, what if you feel the need to drink 6 days?
Still an alcoholic.
Okay. So, how many days would not be an alcoholic? 7 days is, 6 days is, how about 5? 5 days a week? Still an alcoholic. 4?
Yeah.
And plus it depends on how much, right?
Yeah.
All right. So say a bottle of, well, I was going to say a bottle of rum, but that's huge. I don't know, like wine.
Same thing.
Say a glass of wine.
A glass of wine, no. But if you drink like 2 or 3 bottles, or even one whole bottle in a day by yourself,
Right.
it's like an alcoholic if you're doing
I saw something online that says it's a lot easier now to be classified as an alcoholic than it used to be. Because it was like, if you drink 3 nights a week and 2 glasses of wine, that's considered an alcoholic.
Yeah, because there's more alcohol content in the alcohol they're putting out now.
There's light drinker, which I think is drinking once a week.
Yeah.
And then there's a moderate drinker, which is 2 nights a week. And then I think anything that's 3 or more nights a week,
You're alcoholic.
you're just an alcoholic.
Yeah, and if you can't stop at 1, you can't just have one.
Now, this isn't me saying this.
Yeah, because like
These are things I've read
Yeah.
from doctors' journals
Yep. Online.
and WebMD
Yep.
online.
Yeah.
These are the guidelines. So suck it up. If you drink too much, you may be an alcoholic. There's functioning alcoholics too.
Yeah.
You get non-functioning alcoholics who can't keep a job
Yep.
and can't do anything because they're fall down drunk every day.
Yeah.
But then you have a different category called functioning alcoholics. That's where you have a job, that's where you have friends, but you're still drinking yourself into oblivion
Yeah. What?
at least 4 or 5 times a week.
Well, no, not even a week. It's like a functioning alcoholic is someone that drinks all day, will have it like in the morning, but still have a job and still be able to function, but they're drunk.
You may be a functioning alcoholic.
Right, and my dad's friend was a functioning alcoholic, except he drank so much, he drank himself to death.
I remember when I was a kid, I used to go over to my aunt's house, Aunt Alice. My mom used to go over there, my uncle and my grandfather would be there, and they would all play cards. Okay, I was 4 years old. I'd be sitting on the floor playing with Legos while they sat at the table playing cards. And I swear, about every 2 or at least every 3 times I was over there, there was someone with the last name Elderkin. Trying to remember his first name. All I know is he would show up at my aunt's house all the time when they were playing cards, banging on the door because he was always drunk.
Right.
And he'd want in. He'd say, Alice, Alice, I know you're in there. Bang, 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 bang. I was only 4 years old. That scared me. Because they told me the guy's drunk. Okay, I know he's drunk. He's right outside the door. I'm a little kid. That's traumatic to me.
Well,
Because I'm playing with my Legos, minding my own business. And I'm near an alcoholic. My mom says, yeah, he's crazy. He drinks and comes over here and talks nonsense and wants inside. And God only knows what he would do if he got inside.
yeah, that's like,
So they always made the door, they made sure the door was locked.
Right.
And he would just eventually leave.
yeah.
After a half hour, bang, 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 I know you're in there. I know you're in there. Drunks get belligerent.
Yeah.
And then their whole personality changes. They become different people. It's
Well,
not
that's-
pretty.
The weird thing about that is that that's their real personality that they let out.
It's not nice.
When
It's
they're-
not a good side to
when
show
they're-
people.
Yeah, when they're not drinking, that's not their actual personality. That is the front that they put up to make you think they're okay. But
My
they're-
ex-girlfriend, Jeanette, used
Mm-hmm.
to drink. My first girlfriend used to drink like a fish. And I'm telling you, it was why we ended up breaking up. Because whenever she would drink, she would get belligerent. Her whole personality would change. She'd become a different person I didn't recognize. And I didn't even want to be around her anymore. Because it wasn't the person I loved. She turned into a beast, a monster, somebody she would have never turned into without the alcohol. But every time she turned to alcohol and drank too much, she'd be a fucking asshole. I wouldn't even need to do anything. She just got this ugly attitude. I wanted out. So we broke up, thank God. And then she wanted me back several years later. No, not getting involved in that train wreck again. No, thank you. So, yeah, I don't have great experiences with people who drink too much.
Yeah, my aunt used to drink to the point where she had to have dialysis on her kidneys, and then they said that she needed kidney transplant and partial liver transplant because she ruined her insides, and she literally drank herself to death. Even after getting the actual transplants, they said you can't drink alcohol because this medication you take every single day will always be in your system, and it makes it not work.
It'll obviously shorten your life if you drink. I read enough things online,
But it makes it worse.
what it does to your liver,
Right, so then
and how it kills everything in your body.
she never listened to her doctor.
And everyone who drinks, they think they're going to be the one person who gets lucky.
Yeah,
They think they're going to be the one person who survives it and will come out the other side being fine. No, it eventually catches up with everybody. It ages you, number one. You saw my ex-girlfriend, Jeanette.
yeah, she looked like she was.
Holy shit.
She looked like she was like 70.
She was all young and cute when I was with her. And by the time she was trying to get me back again because nobody else in her life was working out for her, she looked like a fucking train wreck. She looked old. She really looked like she was in her 60s. And she was only in her 30s.
No, she looked older than that.
Trying to be nice. Because she's since died. Guess why she died? Well, part of it is alcohol.
Yeah. Well, she was drinking and then she hit something with her foot and it swelled up, and instead of getting help, she just didn't do anything for
You
it.
don't die at 44 years old because you lead a healthy lifestyle. You just don't. She was 44 years old when she died.
Yeah.
44.
Before she died, they cut her leg off because she wouldn't go to the hospital to get it treated.
All kinds of nasty shit can happen when you drink. Eventually just catches up with you. I don't want that. We drink socially. Give me a holiday. Give me 4th of July. I'll drink. Give me a birthday. Okay, I'll have a couple. Give me New Year's Eve. Yeah, sure. Let's celebrate. When you're drinking all the time, it's excessive. It's not fun.
And Nola, it's not even special anymore.
It's not special. But when you drink on a special occasion, or even like going camping, like when we go camping, we'll have something to drink. That makes it more special because you're doing something you don't do all the time. And a lot of times people cope with their problems by drinking and never fixes anything. It never does. It'll make you feel worse.
It never works out.
My mom drank every Saturday night. You know what it fixed for her? Fucking nothing. She busted the coffee table one night. She was so stone drunk. She was walking. She tripped. This was on one New Year's Eve, I remember. She tripped. It was like Chris Farley in Saturday Night Live. Did you ever see him do that character? Is it Dan Foley?
Yeah, down the van down by the river.
Yeah, you know the guy who lives in Matt Foley.
Matt Foley.
The guy who lives in the van down by the river.
Yeah, where he would like adjust his pants and.
On one episode, he was just like so involved in pumping everybody up. He just fell right through a coffee table.
Yeah.
That's the way my mom looked. So first I laughed. I tried to hold it in because it looked so comical. But then I asked her, I said, "Are you okay?" I was concerned. I was worried. But this is what happens when you drink too much. You just end up looking stupid. And I had to subject myself to that because I had nowhere to go. I mean, she's in the house. Where am I going to go? I'm a little kid. Where am I going to go? I had my friend Rich stay over once. Oh my God, he stayed over on the worst night of the week. He stayed over on the night she gets drunk, Saturday night. So he's looking at her, and then she's stumbling, and I'm all embarrassed. Because you get embarrassed by drunk people. It's an embarrassment to be around people who are shit-faced. And I felt it. And I felt the embarrassment wash over my face. And I see Rich look at her, and he's looking at me, and I want to hide my face. And like, I didn't even want to admit, yeah, that's my mom drinking. Yep. So Rich and I just went in my room, and then he said, wow, your mom's really drunk. I'm like, yeah, she does that sometimes. I didn't want to tell him she does it every week on Saturdays. I was just so embarrassed. I would never, I mean, I'd like to have kids, but I don't want to introduce kids into a house like that.
No.
I don't want kids to have to feel embarrassed by their mom like I did.
Or because you could smell the alcohol. It's like you can see everything happening. I don't think...
Plus, I'm not interested in having kids with a person who's probably going to die young because they drink.
Well, that's a good thing. I wouldn't want the same thing either.
And then the poor kid doesn't even get to see their mom grow up.
Right.
So what's more important? Your child
Or the booze.
or the bottle? What's more important in your relationships? Is it the relationship you have with a significant other? Or is it the bottle? Unfortunately, too many times,
The bottle wins.
the bottle wins.
Even if, like, if the woman's pregnant and she can't drink, but she'll still do it.
And if somebody's going to make the bottle a priority over me, I don't feel important.
Or over their own health.
Yeah.
It's like they don't love them.
They don't care about themselves. So if they don't care about themselves, how the hell are they going to care about anybody else?
Right, because my aunt used to hide her alcohol, and I had to find it and throw it away because
people who drink a lot tend to lie. They tend to hide things.
Yeah,
They
she
tend to
did.
bend the truth.
Remember she used to do that.
They all do it.
Yeah.
Everybody I've ever known who drank did that.
Yeah, me too.
Everybody.
Even my ex-boyfriend, he used to drink. He lied about it. And he would hide it.
So if you're a social drinker and only drink 2 or 3 times a year during special occasions,
That's fine.
That's cool. That's cool because you're doing it for a reason. But if you're just sitting at home and you're drinking because you're bored,
That's a
well, guess what? Get a hobby.
do something.
Everybody gets bored, but that's when you know you have a problem. When you're sitting at home and you can't think of another goddamn thing in the world that you want to do besides pick up a bottle and think it's going to fix all your problems, that's when you need to seek professional help. And that goes for all of you.
Yeah, I think so. But if
I think my mom needed help. She just got drunk once a week,
yeah,
but it was so excessive
on that one
that
day,
I think she needed therapy.
probably.
And she never got it. My dad probably could have used some therapy for his OCD, checking a stove 10 times before we left the house too. But that'll be another show. All right. The time now is 4:15 in the morning. That's enough of me rambling for a Wednesday. I'm going to get on my bike and I'm going to lose a few more pounds. And I'm going to watch that sun come up and I'm going to have a good day. So whatever you're doing today, I hope you have a good day too. We'll see you next time. This has been Jay-Z Crazy.